Aura Paladin is an absolute unit of a deck right now, and you can definitely hit easy legend with this one if you know how to play it. It feels nice and fresh, it has quite a few new cards in it, but it's still good old Aura Paladin, so it shouldn't be too hard to learn. I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you know what you could be doing with, and especially what to expect against it, because it definitely took me by surprise the first time I saw it. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list up close, and yeah, it has quite a few new cards in here, including things like the Inspiring Mole, the Sand Fury Aura, Spreadheart Sentry, the Stormu Bronze Aspect, the Scalebreaker Bulwark, so it definitely feels nice and fresh, but still a little bit familiar for most. What are you trying to do with this deck? Well, basically you're trying to survive in the first few turns, and in the mid-game, that's where you really shine, that's where you really thrive, and if you reach your Gelben turn, well, that usually means GG for the opponent. We also have Ursol at the end with the Renewing Flames potential, and that can be pretty disgusting, but sometimes you could curve out clunky with it and not get good enough early game, but for the most part you should be feeling good with it. Going through the cards, we have a couple of Righteous Protectors, and this is your only one drops in the deck, so look for them in the mulligan for sure. Acceleration Aura, however, is the most important card in the deck, and you definitely want to be finding it or the Violet Treasure Guild so you can fish it out nice and quick. And if you don't get this thing, your turn 3 is going to be looking pretty mediocre, because the only free drop in here would be the Sand Fury Aura, and that's not going to be ideal for you, that's for sure. The Hard Light Protector also helps you as a decent 2-drop because it gives you Divine Shield and a little bit of healing if you really needed it, but for the most part early on you shouldn't. The new Inspiring Mole is going to be great for you, and you gotta be strategic about when you want to be triggering that. And turn effect, you could save it for your Spreadheart Sentry, you could save it for Nasdormu, you could save it for your Scalebreaker Bulwark, but it's definitely going to be advantageous to save it for one of them. In some cases you might have to be forced to swing with it, but if you can save it, that'd be better. Violet Treasure Guild would be the best thing to do on turn 2, that's for sure. So yeah, look for him in the mulligan. The Sand Fury Aura is pretty okay. You don't really plan on playing it on turn 3, however, even though in some cases playing this thing on turn 3, building a board on turn 4, and playing your freaking Nasdormu Bronze Aspect on 5 would be absolutely amazing, because this guy is gonna give everybody Divine Shield and then +3/+3, which is gonna be huge. The Gnomish Aura is in here so you can fish it out of Gelben. If you draw it, throw it back in with the tradable tag. The Manifest Time Waste help you control the board, so that would be another reason to consider the Sand Fury Aura, just for the sake of actually having an Aura active. Nightmare Xavius is gonna help you curve out with important minions. The Spearheart Sentry absolutely carries in this deck, by the way. Getting yourself a bunch of holy spells reduced by 3 can be super broken, so definitely do not ignore this guy when the opponent plays it, and definitely try to play it as early as you can to get yourself some good value with this if you're playing the deck. Urson Mole, even though it got nerfed, it's still decent, gives you a couple of card draw, gives you a decent chunk of damage, but it no longer gives you reliable card draw from the bottom of your deck, which is not so hot, but still decent. The Chronological Aura helps you with the dragons. Mechatork Aura you're probably gonna throw back if you draw it, and you're gonna get it once you play Gelben. Nasdormu is gonna be super broken, like if you already have minions with Divine Shield, like let's say Righteous Protector, he makes them into 4/4s, but if you did indeed have yourself a Sand Fury Aura or a weapon, it's gonna make it into a 7/7, he's gonna give himself Divine Shield, he's gonna make himself into a 7/7 as well if you trigger a second time, that kind of stuff, so could be super busted, especially combo it off with something like Toref the Unbreaking. The Curator is gonna draw you a good chunk of cards in here. You do have yourself Beasts, Dragons, and Murlocs, so that is gonna help you find your Ursol, your Nasdormu. Oh hell, Nasdormu's not a dragon? Rigged. But the Spearheart Sentry is, and we also have Violet Treasure Guild as a Murloc. You don't have that much tribes altogether, but still gives you a decent chunk of card draw, but it could be a consideration to cut, honestly. I don't know, the choice is yours. Toref the Unbreaking can be absolutely unstoppable as well. If you play it on the board where the opponent only has a couple of big men, this is gonna be super cock blocking for them if they don't have hard removal. The Scalebreaker is gonna help you big time, dealing damage to the opponent's face and the board, and again you could be triggering up 2 or even 3 times. With the help of the weapon you get to trigger it and actually kill off Death Rattles afterwards, but with the Aura itself it's gonna trigger 2 times at once, and then I think it resolves the Reborns and Death Rattles. Do let me know in the comments if that's how it works, but I'm pretty sure it should. The Renewing Flames combos off extremely well with your Ursol. Sometimes you just have to play it without having Ursol if you're in a pinch for healing and you need to remove a couple of big men, but in other cases obviously with Ursol it would be busted. Gelben is gonna help you fish out all of those auras out of your deck, and even though they're not as strong as they used to be, it's still gonna be pretty good. And Ursol at the end end could be absolutely disgusting with Renewing Flames, but technically speaking, you could even use him for something like Chronological Aura or your Mechatorque Aura, so that also might be a consideration. And the Spearheart Sentry can also give you some interesting stuff, but for the most part, if you have yourself Urstall already playable, you probably already have Renewing Flames as well. Matchup-wise, here's what the stats are looking. Basically, plenty of green, and the really important thing is you're going to be going toe-to-toe with Imbued Druid, which helps big time in this meta, so climbing really should not be an issue. When it comes down to the mulligan, here's what it looks like going first. Obviously, you always hold on to your Violet Treasure Guild, your Acceleration Aura, Righteous Protector is your only one drop, so it's not a bad keep, and Sparring Maul could also be okay of a keep. And if you already have yourself the Violet Treasure Guild or Acceleration Aura, I'd say that is only gonna be the time where you can start thinking about holding on to 4 drops and so on and so forth. And Xavius and the Spearheart Sentry would be at the top of the naughty list if you want to be holding on to those. But for the most part, if you don't have the Aura or the Murloc, just throw everything. On the coin, it's kind of the same deal, but here, honestly, you are going to be a little bit less at a disadvantage if you don't find yourself the Acceleration Aura, because with the help of the coin, you will be able to coin out one of your good 4 drops, so that is going to be helping you stitching the turns together. That's about it for the deck. Not the cheapest out of the lot, but not that expensive either. The only new legendary in here is Nosdormu Bronze Aspect, and the rest of the cards are basically for free nowadays, aren't they? So Hearthstone is definitely very, very accessible for most players right now, and they can definitely enjoy the game to its full potential. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great. But now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Uther versus Leara.
Our flames will devour everything and everyone.
Glory to the Alliance.
Okay, something like that against the Druids. Against the Druidu. Looks like a good curve. A 1-drop wouldn't kill me, but wouldn't be an end of the world if we don't get it. Can just slap it with the weapage. I'd rather do this though. Next turn we could time ways. Actually, no, next turn's not gonna be time ways. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe a weapon was not such a bad idea then. I'll get rid of it so it doesn't get out of range somehow. It doesn't have the Shattered card, which is good for me. See what it do. It's really not that good strike. Like, best case scenario, you play it on turn 4. How long is the game gonna last? Did you feel happy about spending 4 mana to deal 1 extra damage? I don't know. Might be bait. Yeah, it's a 4-drop, but with a requirement. You got the Shattered cards. More ramp. More ramp. More sauce. Weedy boss. Perhaps potato. Always has been. Maybe I should have gotten the minion that gives me a card end of turn. Because I kind of want to be swinging with this weapon. That sounds good, man. Go get him. Regret. I should have maybe played this thing last turn, huh? Way things are going. Next turn he's unshattering. We're in danger. Next turn we will be able to do this thing twice though, which is nice.
Let me think.
I guess we do this. I'm gonna make this trade. Right. Let's see if he unshatters himself. The 3 damage AoE also ain't the worst. But the end of turn twice is better. Is it gonna wait for the death rattle though, guys? That's what I wanna know. Anybody have experience with this? Will the end turn effect deal the damage, death rattle resolves and deal damage again? Cause my life kinda depends on it. My life kinda depends on it, yo. Yes, it will. It better. It better, cause I'm gonna have to press charges if it don't. Not to work? I'm kinda expecting it not to work as well, not gonna lie. Are you sure about it, Cross? Well, you better be. I mean, what am I talking about, dude? Like, we're triggering it so right now, and it triggers at the end of the turn as well. I'm stupid. Like, I was thinking we have this more like it for some reason. But I'm expecting this is not gonna work the way I needed it to work right now. How sad. Speaking of sad, look at this shit. Yeah. Debated.
I will stand down.
Uther versus Garrosh.
I will show no mercy. Glory to the Alliance.
Against the warrior. Not sure I want any of these without the ramp. They're just a wee bit too slow.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What pretty petals.
Okay, things are starting to look bad. Not getting the ramp, that never helps. Start clapping this, I guess. Without the Violet Treasure Guild, things are not super happy fun time. What counters Druids? Beats me. I don't even know, Chief. What did we lose to with Druids? That weird priest kinda won against us, but honestly, not that hot.
Welcome to my end.
That's gonna be kinda cool. And fuck my aura. And turn effect more like it.
Proportions look good.
Okay, that's not too bad. This guy's only a fraction of what he used to be. Oh, that's a lot of healing. Just what the doctor ordered. Next turn, this guy might be Gucci. Well, kind of whatever. If that's kind of annoying, but yeah, thanks for that. That was stupid, actually. I like how they shattered into nothing.
I am timeless, but your time is up.
I'm gonna be burning a card, but
Move quickly.
it is what it is.
We'll take it down together.
That ain't bad. Activates my dudes. Mach dudes. But we're burning a top kick. It's kind of shitty this way, innit?
Ah, you're new here.
My hand is too full.
Okay, that's a card.
Welcome to the end, friend.
Who dares disturb Proportions look good. Take it down together.
That ain't bad at all. Well, if you don't have too much dust to use, Oder, you could use the Unholy Death Knight I showed on my channel yesterday. The Druid is also looking pretty good. Something like that. Should I? I'm gonna do this guy. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna slap my head in. We have this thing. That's decent. Go get him.
Brace yourself for destruction.
That ain't bad at all. Looks pretty over if you ask me. Kinda disgusting like that. But feels like the curve is a little bit greedier than it should be. I don't know. A couple of these shits live. Or not. Is
The Lich King!
just a dick. Let's get back under top 1 foul, shall we?
Glory to the Alliance!
I'm down to keep Acceleration and the Violet Treasure Gill. If the game decides to punish me for it, so be it. There we go. Curve me sideways. Those guys playing something weird. Is Sarah an imprisoned Vile Fiends? What is even that? Imbue Mage? Haven't seen anything about Imbue Mage so far, so my money is on no. Get this shit out of here. To be fair, it's not a bad minion, but it's a 2 mana, so feels weird. Not even sure what the hell he's playing though. Maybe I should have gone face first. Wouldn't have changed much. So it seems.
My father sends his greetings.
Interesting. Self-made deck in this economy? Imagine doing a new deck by yourself in a new expansion, what the hell? Gildan, come here, boy. You motherfucking bitch. This might be worth it.
Let me think. I must move quickly.
I don't know, I'm gonna go with this guy. Maybe I should have equipped the weapon and taken the other guy down. I don't know, we'll see. Ew. Quite the custom drag on these nuts this guy did.
My blood to save the dream. Say don't.
That does not sound super cash money.
I swear to you. Stay down.
I am timeless, but your time is up.
Stay down.
That's disgusting. Where? Was that the play? I mean, I couldn't have done much better than that. Looks like the play to me. Maybe we should have ignored the poisonous guys though. I should have attacked into the other dudes.
Calling for reinforcements!
Defensive action engaged.
Stay down! Take it down together!
Pass into time.
I didn't miss lethal, right? That was almost lethal. I should have paid attention, but that was
Pass into time.
one-off lethal, I think. Didn't realize he was this low. Yeah, he kinda is. He thick.
We'll take it down together! Stay down!
Got him. That was an interesting deck this guy was rocking. 999. Priest, ew.
Are you ready for what comes next?
It's time we began.
The light dims, but we fight.
It's spreading. Set in stone.
Welcome to the Hallowed Tower.
Pointing this out is not the dumbest thing in the world, but holding on to it for Gelben potentially. Nah. Fuck the Gelben. Let's get some tempo rocking.
Who dares disturb the
Not like I have the 5-drop Nosdormu, so might as well just get rid of him like this. Don't want him to heal back for some shit. That was not the worst burn, but he probably didn't have the audacity to play it next turn anyway. Holy Nova, 4 to 5 damage, fuck. Wouldn't hate it if this guy at least is alive. Well, could have been worse. There he is. There's the guy. My tempo limit's still gonna spend a good amount of mana. He's probably gonna have to worry about him a lot. Ah, fuck. You motherfucking bitch. Oh, that's pretty fucky. This kills a couple of them. Might as well. Next turn with Gilben. Turn after the Bulwark should be doing stuff. Would have been cooler if it was from Ursol, but it ain't happening now, is it? Shit. Shit, shit, shit. You had that shit go.
Let the scales fall from the eye.
Somehow he managed. Still plays a couple of those fuckers. I don't think he fully thought that one through, did he? Let's get some random nonsense out of this. Nice order. Fucking idiot.
Calling for reinforcements.
That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad at all.
My blood to save the brave.
Rather get some random crap first. Zero spells left, apparently.
Is infinite. The rope is not.
We'll take it down together! To battle!
It's a large man. Oh fuck, that goes back full in it. Well, it landed on a few divine shits, so that's good. Oh man, I was using that. This draws me your soul and a bunch of other things.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Is infinite.
Reporting for duty. We'll take it down together!
That's about right. Good stuff. Well, that felt strong, yeah. Would recommend. Feels very nice. Very nice. Okay, what else should we play? This one definitely sparked a lot of joy. Didn't look like much on paper, but in reality it actually feels pretty busted. As long as you don't carve out it's like an absolute dog water.